Hi friends, and welcome to my channel. My name is Kate. In this video, we are going to unbox what came in our May Sew Sampler box. I'm going to show you what my box looked like. So this is how my box showed up. All the content in this box were safe, but the box were sacrificed by the mail people. So if you open it up, this is what it looks like inside. Everything looks good, but this right here was banged up, which is fine. So the theme of our box this month is Cottage Garden, May 2025. Let's go through and see what is in the box. We have two codes in this. So right here is a pattern designed by Doug Lico to get from their website. And so right here is a sew along that Fat Quarter Shop is hosting. It's a pay pattern. This right here is our code to use to get some percent off of some fabrics. Okay, I can't share it because Fat Quarter Shop will be upset. First thing in our box this month is this quilt book right here. This is perfect if you are on the go and you have some yardage you want to purchase from a quilt shop. You know exactly what you need. You can kind of write it here because by the time you get to the quilt shop, you might forget what it is you need. This is designed by Karen K. The price for this is $5.98. So I think this is a nice to have. The next thing in our box is the Spring Vibe. It is a woven quilt label designed by Minky Kim. She is a design for Riley Blake, and she does super cute stuff like bags and little trinkets and things. And so this is one of them right here. It just says good vibes only. So you might want to sew this down to your quilt. And it's like that with all of them. Right here, you probably have to sew it down. And then behind this one is a strawberry. And they're all so super cute. Oh my goodness. Look at this one. And look at this one, the little scissors. It says handmade, super cute. And then this one, you can sew it on your label, just like that. Cute. And then this is a little heart, like a cross stitch heart. The price for this woven labels right here is $7.48. It will be available at fatquartershop.com. You can purchase it for $7.48. In this month box, we have several quilt patterns. I'm just gonna go through it. We have a total of not one, not two, but three quilt patterns. One of them being our monthly sew along for this year flowering quilt. The first one is, I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, is Gutu quilt pattern, and it is a nice size quilt. It is going to be 53 by 70 and a half. This is really, really cute. I think it's summery. If you have a little bit of time, it's something you can squeeze into your summer project to sew. This is super cute. You will still need, for background for this quilt, you will still need 2.5 yards of background, and binding will be 5/8. For backing, you will need 1 7/8 yard wide backing, right? And then if you're using like a smaller 44-inch fabric, you would need about 4 yards of fabric for backing. The price for this here is $9.98. The next thing in our box is going to be this lovely fabric right here. This is the Bloom by Corey Yoder, and she is the sweetest motor designer out there. So she is so sweet. So this fabric also comes with a fabric panel. And Fat Quarter Shop was gracious enough to include the panel to be able to make this quilt right here. So you will make, the panel will go in between. You can see how it looks right there. That's the panel right here. And just like that, it gives you a nice large quilt without having to work so hard. And it complements with this jolly bar right here. So this is the entire jolly bar of a Bloom right here. It's been all over the interweb. So this is kind of what it looks like. This is the color scheme of it. Very pretty. And then with every jolly bar comes with a free pattern. So this pattern also came with this right here. If you don't want to make this quilt, you can make this quilt using this fabric. This is kind of like two for the price of one, really. The price for this fabric is $22.98. Okay, with that said, this is the panel that comes with the Bloom fabric. Let me explain. Each one of this, guys, will have this in the middle, and you will cut it per the pattern suggestion. I'm going to open it up a little bit so you can see. This is each one of the panel sizes right here. Just going to show it up right here. You have more than enough to make the quilt, and it'll give it that wow factor if you really want to go above and beyond. So Corey Yoder also designed Orfil thread for cross stitching this part right here. I'm not going to be doing that part. I'm just going to kind of sew it in like the pattern calls for. So the price for this panel right here is $11.98. This is our flowering quilt. This is our block number 2. I have sewn block number 1 in advance. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do a sew along on it this year, or if I just want to sew it and show it to you guys, or if I just wanted to just show you what my blocks look like with each unboxing. So that way you kind of see where I'm going with it. So right now I'm going to show you what my first blocks look like. And I am using the Tula pink fabric, okay? So this is what my block looked like for block number 1. I did make a little bit of change. Let me show you. A couple Saturdays ago, Fat Quarter Shop did like a live on a Saturday. Kimberly talked about having like a different option if you didn't want to use the kit. They had some coloring of these fabric right here. So if you didn't want to use the Camille Ross Kelly, she has several options to use, and one of them was the Tula pink fabric. I was like, she did me a favor right there. So gives me another idea to use Tula pink fabric. Some of these are open, some of them are not, that are up here. And the reason why they look so put together is because I would cut through it and I'll take what I need and then put it right back. So it doesn't look like I've touched it. I have, trust me, I do use it. This is one of the coloring sheet that came with their ideas, and I thought it was amazing. I did make a little bit of change to this green right here. If you look at this green right here, it's not the same as what they recommended, but I thought this green looked a lot better because it popped a little bit more. In this one, they wanted you to use the TP 149, which is like right here. It has a little bit of a yellow tinge to it that didn't jive with me. I didn't like the yellow tinge with the purple, so I went with a little bit more green right here. So that's the only substitution that I made because I felt like it'll work better for me as far as the look for the quilt. So if you want an idea on what yours will look like in Tula pink, this is what it'll look like right here. So this is what I've done in Tula pink fabric right here. I want you to comment down below and let me know if you guys want me to sew it as a sew along. Comment down below and we'll see what happens next month. I will be sewing this sew along in Tula pink. I decided to do that because I have a lot of Tula pink fabric. I'm gonna use some of the Fat Quarter Shop colors, and I'm gonna also substitute with my own color choices in between. So let me know what you guys think about this May 2025 Sew Sampler box. Don't forget to subscribe down below, and I would love to see you in my next video.